And I play Nana, the household dog.
The dog?
I am the dog.
She's the dog.
Do you like that role?
Yeah, no, it's fun. It's something I haven't done. Well, yeah, I haven't done it before. I don't think I've ever played a non-human character ever. So.
Do you have any lines, or do you just bark the whole time?
No, dude, I have lines. I don't bark at all.
No.
No barking.
Not a bark.
Not a bark.
So you actually have conversations with the actors?
Yeah, I stand on 2 legs even.
Yeah.
Interesting. I have to check that out.
Yeah.
Now, what's the play about? Tell us a little bit about the play.
The play, how I described it to my parents or how I describe it to my friends?
Give me both. Give me both.
Okay. How I described it to my parents was it's a darker version of Peter Pan, where Tink is the narrator and there are other narrators that come in, and it's kind of from a different point of view, much darker. How I tell my friends is that it's kind of a racy, sexual, fraught, nasty kind of
Drugged out
version of Peter Pan.
Peter Pan on drugs.
Yeah, there it
Peter
is.
Pan on drugs with a little bit of sex and rock and roll.
Rock and roll, huh?
Minus the rock and roll. There is no rock and roll.
I was gonna say, I heard Peter Pan can play a pretty mean guitar.
Yeah, no. Sadly, no. Maybe next time.
Maybe.
I'm looking at you, Zach. Keep that in mind.
Now, what's different from this play and some of the other plays that you guys have done, as far as just behind the scenes stuff?
What is different?
It's a lot more like non-realistic, very fantasy. We skip around for scenes and sets. We're all over the place. We have there's the main storyline, obviously, but there's a lot of other things going on, and it's like you said, just a different look at a story that a lot of people know, and it's very different. Very fantasy. We deal with the fairies a lot more, so that's fun. And, all that good jazz.
I think there's a very different, we have a different director than we normally do, and he's a student director, and he has a very different look on how things should look, and he has a very strong personal opinion, and so it was great to work with somebody new and different, getting a different aspect to how to work a show.
Is it easier, or is he just as strict as the professionals?
It depends. Usually it's a lot easier for me personally. I don't know.
I don't think it's necessarily easier or more difficult. I think it's just a lot different. Because Zach is more focused on the way things look and how it's visually stunning, and Rob is more sound oriented, and I don't know, it's just different. They have different techniques. They do things differently, and it's not good or bad, just different.
Just different. It's a good mix of training for us, since we are at college and we're learning. To have a different director and to have those different aspects is a good training mechanism for the future. So,
and how does this play rank as your favorites? Is it in the top 5 at all, or?
I have to think about everything.
Yeah, I would have to. I'm like thinking, what all have I been in? I think it's probably in my top 5.
Now, is that just because the director's nearby?
I was gonna say,
no.
Zach.
It's definitely in my top 5. It's not really. No. I think it's
more different than anything we've ever done at Doane before, and that's just really fun. It's we try to stick to musical, classical, cutting edge, and what's there? I don't remember our last one.
I don't either.
That's something else, genre-y. Yeah, but this is something that we don't typically do non-linear fantasy shows, and it's just something really different. I mean, it's fun.
Yeah,
we do a lot of really good stuff at Doane, so I mean.
Yeah, it's hard to rank them. I mean, there are definitely shows that when I write on the pieces of paper, what was your favorite show at Doane? There are definitely 5 that I write down, but I don't know if that I could put them in a specific order from 1 to 5. But this will definitely be one of my prouder moments here at Doane. That's
now,
a good answer.
What are your guys' opinions of why people should go check out this play?
I think people will enjoy they'll come in with a preconceived notion of what the show should be from the Peter Pan aspect of it, and
And
they'll
it blows
leave.
it out
Yeah.
of the water. It's so different.
Completely different.
Is there any other Peter Pan stories that fit this at all? Finding Neverland or anything?
You know, the closest one I would say is probably Hook. If I had the movie with Robin Williams, I know I watched that a lot to get kind of the feel of what this place should be, but really no.
I was gonna say, well, yeah, I mean, there's aspects of all of them. Like Peter Pan is a main in all of the shows. That's
Right.
Good.
There's a lot of like Nana as a human being. That's
Fun.
Yeah,
Hook is a girl.
Hook is a girl. Tink is in love with Hook. Peter Pan and Wendy have a interesting relationship. Wendy's actually a very vindictive character, not the sweet, innocent character.
Motherly Wendy. That's not in the show at all.
Nope. It's very dark,
It is very dark.
but fun.
Was Hook originally written as a girl, or was that just a Doane decision?
I don't know. Yeah, I think it's written for this show specifically to be played by a woman. So.
Now we have a clip of the show. Tell us a little bit about the clip that we're gonna see here.
The fairy orgy.
Ah, yes, the fairy orgy.
The fairies in the show are the comic relief for all the little dark bits. They kind of
are boisterous and ridiculous and off the wall and crazy. And
it's so funny.
Provide a lot of energy that, just like everybody else feeds off of. So, and this is
their song. They sing, and we've just come out of battle with Wendy and the Lost Boys, and they got drunk, and they're dancing around and singing and just enjoying the feeling of victory and
being completely crazy.
Yeah, completely ridiculous and completely crazy.
All right, let's take a look at the clip.
Fairies get drunk off the sweat on rum bottles. Fairies dance and sweat on their jewelry. Dawn comes and tries to sober them up with a chill, but fairies get drunk eating the frost.
Blast her be over like a dry pine laugh.
You roll me down the bright garden path.
Snatch up my bright crumbs and blow out the sun.
My back's the world. I'm done. Knock down the chimney and shoot the dog.
Blowing the dozens and the bombs. Sun is dashing downstairs. The rest of the world.
Who cares? Easy now, easy. I gave you a letter. That's the world. A body alone.
So, give me a tagline for the show.
Tagline, ooh.
You should probably come see it because it rocks a lot, kind of.
A tagline. Crazy, sexy, cool. Book of Tink. ...
Interesting.
Yeah.
I like that. That's interesting.
I was gonna say it sounds more like a perfume ad.
It does.
Crazy, sexy, cool.
Book of Tink. Crazy, sexy, cool.
You know what? I think if you guys sold that, you guys might actually get some revenue from that.
We might.
You guys should think about that for this weekend.
In, on that.
I mean, just sell water with like a little something
Yeah.
dipped
Like
in
a
there.
Mentos?
Yeah, like a Mentos dipped in the water.
There's a
Just
Mentos in the bottom.
Sell it.
It makes you smell like Tink.
Well, Leslie and Megan, I want to thank you both for coming on the show and talking about
Thanks
it
for
and
having
promoting the
us.
show.
Yeah.
They play Tinkerbell and Nana, and you've seen the Fairy Orgy clip. It's great. Check out the rest of the show. We'll be right back with Zach Kloppenborg.